It's June 1979. I'm standing at the corner of Beacon and Park Streets in downtown Boston. The sun illuminates the crowd gathered on the sidewalk in front of the Boston Common. The air around me is electric, crackling with a mixture of expectation and anxiety at this public claiming of our right to be who we are. As I hear the roar of motorcycles, I know it won't be long before it's here. The New England Lesbian and Gay Pride Parade is almost upon us. It's my first Pride. Pride had its start on June 28, 1970, the one-year anniversary of the Stonewall Uprising, the time when the gay community had had enough and reacted to a police raid at the Stonewall Inn in Greenwich Village, New York. Today's Pride evolved from that. Guided expertly by dykes on bikes, the motorcycles round the corner in front of the Massachusetts State House. Tears snaked their way down my face and onto the sidewalk where I stand. I am overwhelmed with pride. Pride I've never felt before. Pride that rises through the sidewalk, through my feet, my legs, my torso, and fills my head. Pride that heals my heart and emboldens my spirit. And then I see them. I see them walking alone, in pairs, in groups. And once I see them, I can't stop seeing them. Disembodied people, legs, arms, bodies, but no faces. Brown paper sacks cover their heads, with only eye slits to guide them along the route. Impossible for anyone to identify. Invisible in plain sight. My tears of delight turn to anguish, now staining the sidewalk beneath me. They know that those who expose their affiliation with this nascent community of lovers will lose their jobs, their homes, and even their families in the days that follow. 10 years earlier, the people at Stonewall had had enough. These faceless marchers have had enough too. They want to show everyone what it means to be forced to become invisible in order to love who they love, to be who they are. In one of the few letters I ever received from my mother, she wrote, "I'm so proud of you." If I had stopped reading there, I would have her pride to carry with me throughout my life, even during those times when I wasn't so proud of myself. But I didn't stop reading there because she hadn't stopped writing there. Instead, she continued, "Except for your lifestyle." What does it mean to put an exception on your pride? Doesn't it negate the whole concept? Isn't it like saying, "You're so pretty, if only you would lose some weight"? Flash forward to June 2014, 35 years after my first Pride March. I'm in Boston again. The sun is shining as brightly as it did at my first parade. The dykes on bikes are back, joined by gay and transgender folk. The paper bags are gone, composted and reborn as Montessori children who dance their way down the street with colorful streamers and balloons. Ministers, priests, and even a bishop, adorned in rainbows and pride flags, join with business people and politicians to greet the lively crowd. Same-sex marriage became legal in Massachusetts 10 years earlier, and unbeknownst to me, a few months later, I would legally wed the woman I love in our home state of Virginia. Pride oozes from the cracks in the street. Laughter bounces off the historic buildings, and my tears once again hit the sidewalk, this time washing it clean with joy. My mother, who died in 2002, never found a way to be proud of me without exception. Maybe if she would have lived long enough to meet my wife, attend our wedding, and experience the revolution created by people who claim the right to be proud, she might have grown to understand that pride is only pride when it's unconditional. I'm grateful for the LGBTQ+ community, which helped me overcome the limitations my mother put on her pride. I pray that the renewed attacks on us in 2022 are quelled by our insuppressible quest to be proud. Happy Pride, everyone.